And I, holy shit, will always love you. I can't believe you did this to me, god damn it, how could you do this to me?
So let's kick off this video by talking about Playtonic and political disagreements, and then we will step onto the tracks of this ongoing train wreck of advertisers on YouTube. I know I'm a bit late on this, but who cares? I'm just a nobody who managed to avoid drowning.
Got it memorized?
So let me quickly sum up this whole event, even though you already know. Playtonic cut the YouTube star Jontron
Oh, jeez! This is Jontron! Hey!
as a voice talent in their massively successful Kickstarted game, Yooka Laylee. This comes after Jon started to reveal his political views a bit on Twitter and a couple of streams, most notably during his stream with Destiny. And as it comes to a shock to nobody who is familiar with Jon, he's not very good at expressing his opinions in an articulate manner, on the spot. Take it from me, I've watched every Game Grumps episode with Jon in it.
Here's you. Here's you. Alright, here's you. I'm gonna do an impression of you, alright? Here's you. Choo choo! Choo choo! Chugga 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 chugga! Ah! Millions are dead!
Are you calling me a train wreck? Is that...
I was more implying that you're derailing.
Anyways, whichever side you're on, we can all agree that Jon said some very unwise things. Alright, so let me read Playtonic's statement here. We would like to make it absolutely clear that we do not endorse or support Jontron's personal viewpoints, and that, as an external fan contributor, he does not represent Playtonic in any capacity. Playtonic is a studio that celebrates diversity in all forms and strives to make games that everyone can enjoy. As such, we deeply regret any implied association that could make players feel anything but 100% comfortable in our game worlds, or distract from the incredible goodwill and love shown by our fans and Kickstarter backers.
What about my comfort? I'm not 100% comfortable in this world without Jon. I'm uncomfortable without Jon Senpai. Who's replacing him? Do you know how awkward it is when you were supposed to meet up with someone, but they weren't there? They were supposed to be there, and where are they? And he's my comfort, Jon. Just look at his chest hair. And gay or not, tell me you don't want to bury your face into that torso as he whispers, "Sweet."
Okay, so I agree they have the freedom to cut Jon from the game. However, to me, it seems a bit spineless, you know? Sure, they talk about diversity, but they really are only referring to ethnic diversity. What about political diversity, which is arguably more important? Hell, if you watch his statement video, he makes the point that we really should stop with racial and ethnic categories. Because honestly, we are all human and should be judged by who we are, what we control, not what we can't. Race is only an issue because we make it an issue. Separate the art from the artist. Do you know how many musicians you listen to that you probably don't agree with politically? But guess what? You should still enjoy their art. That's why, even though I think that Playtonic is being spineless, I'm still going to play Yooka Laylee. They do not endorse him, and he does not represent their views. You know, I'm certain that not every individual involved in any project, from video game to movies, share the same viewpoints. For example, does every individual, or the producers and movie studio in any film Shia LaBeouf has been a part of, share his strange politics? Of course not, so why does Jon's a bit far-leaning right stance make him ostracized? Do you remember those paid programming spots on TV stating that the channel doesn't endorse the views portrayed in the program? If it really is such a big issue, why doesn't every freaking media ever just make that statement?
Not everyone is created equal. Not in a racist way, I'm talking more about willpower. Sorry if you thought that was a racist or sexist comment.
Alright, so basically, I'm just going to make the same argument about these advertisers pulling from YouTube. So these advertisers are, in my opinion, on the same lines as Playtonic. they are overreacting to something that isn't a big deal. In fact, in this case, their worries of their ads being shown on hateful videos and such has actually been around on the platform for years. So really, they are making a gut reaction that didn't need to be made. Advertising on YouTube is sorta like the mailroom scene from The Grinch. Besides being sometimes targeted, these ads are just thrown randomly in front of videos. And we as viewers to the platform know this. Why would I ever associate the random beer or insurance commercial with the newest H3H3 video? We don't associate the ads and usually just ignore them altogether. Also, like, the only time that YouTube viewers say anything about the ads that come before a video in the comments is if there's some kind of irony or juxtaposition. Meanwhile, there's ads that are insanely delusional and harmful, like Bianco Footwear's Super Bowl commercial, where they pretty much condone violent behavior over the made-up pay gap. Actually, my favorite thing about this ad is that they complain about women's expensive clothing, yet the ad itself is for expensive footwear. Personally, if you were to never associate with a company for political views, it would be one like this one, where it advocates violence. And going back to not endorsing views, with paid programs, they put the view disclosures to protect themselves from association. If it is such a big deal for these advertisers that they're afraid of a video tainting their image, why not just place that kind of disclosure on their ads? It would literally protect them from every freaking video on YouTube.
Do you think that Noah had any creature races in those days after the world flood?
Now, Ruben, you know that's a loaded question.
Did Noah play and have fun with the animals?
Now, Ruben, you know that's a loaded question.
Oh no, I know. There's a lot to be said about this whole situation, and I'm kinda lazy, and other people did really thorough looks into all of this. So I'll just link to some of them, maybe like Sargon or someone. I'm not really sure why I made this video too much. I don't even think I really got how much I loathe these kind of acts that are being pulled by like Playtonic and these advertisers. But I just kind of wanted to say something, and I figured why not, you know. So thank you for watching. I don't really know if I'll ever do anything like this again.
So basically what Game Grumps is we play games, we talk over them, we have fun, and it's basically like we're all just circle jerking.
We don't have fun, we're grumpy.
Shut!
I feel like I probably didn't say all the things I could have said or brought up, but you know, first attempt here.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel, I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job.
Shut!